Welcome to the deep dive. This is where we sift through all the noise, pull out the real insights, and hopefully bring you some genuinely valuable knowledge. Today, we're focusing on a leafy green, one that, well, lots of us probably toss in salads without really thinking much about it, but it turns out it holds a surprising amount of, well, power. We're talking about arugula. You might know it as rocket or rucola. So our mission here is to really unpack this culinary star. We want to uncover its, pretty powerful health benefits and how versatile it actually is. We've gone through the sources and we're distilling it all down for you. Okay, so when you think arugula, you probably think of that distinct peppery kick, right? It's a flavor people have enjoyed for, gosh, centuries. But what our research really hammered home is that beyond just tasting good, this quite delicate little green is a nutritional powerhouse. It's actually fascinating how something so simple can pack such a punch. Kind of changes how you see it.
It really does. And that appreciation, it's not new. It goes way back, Roman times even. They liked it for cooking, sure, but also thought it had, medicinal uses. But what our deep dive shows are the scientific reasons behind that long history. The sources point to this great mix of essential vitamins, minerals, and these really potent antioxidants. They all work together, contributing to overall wellness in ways that honestly might surprise you. It's the plant that just seems to, well, over-deliver.
It certainly does. Let's jump into some numbers because this is where you start seeing why it's kind of an unsung hero. The sources kept emphasizing it's incredibly low in calories but remarkably rich in nutrients. Think about this. 1 cup, right? That's only about 20 grams of fresh arugula. It has just 5 calories. 5. That's astonishingly low for something so packed with goodness. And beyond that, you're looking at about 0.7 grams of carbs, maybe half a gram of protein, 0.3 grams of fiber. Not huge amounts there, but still contributing.
Exactly. But the vitamins and minerals are where it gets interesting. Like per that 1 cup serving, you're getting around 21% of your daily vitamin K.
21%.
Yeah, and about 10% of vitamin A, 8% vitamin C, 6% folate, 3% calcium. So decent contributions across the board for such a small amount.
Okay, but here's where, for me, it got really interesting. Beyond just the vitamins and minerals, our deep dive pointed to these beneficial plant compounds, things like glucosinolates and polyphenols. Now, these sound pretty scientific, I know, but they seem to be the real biochemical powerhouses here. What are these actually doing for us? Why are they so important?
That's absolutely the crucial question. Because these compounds, they're like the conductors of arugula's unique health orchestra. Let's start with glucosinolates. These are actually the things responsible for that signature peppery bite you taste in arugula. But it's way more than just flavor. When you chew arugula, these glucosinolates get converted into something else biologically active compounds called isothiocyanates. And what's really insightful here is that these compounds play a big role in activating your body's own natural detoxification enzymes, especially in the liver. So it's like this clever chemical defense the plant has that we can sort of hijack, to help our own cells protect and cleanse themselves.
Wow, okay, so the taste is actually a clue to its function.
Pretty much. And then you got polyphenols. Now, this is a broader category, but they're basically powerful antioxidants. Think of them like tiny bodyguards for your cells. They're known for fighting inflammation, which is huge these days, right? Chronic inflammation. And they're vital for protecting cells from damage by free radicals, those unstable molecules from pollution, stress, even just normal metabolism. So, together, these compounds really elevate arugula. It's not just vitamins. It's actively helping maintain our cells.
It really is like a secret weapon hiding in plain sight, isn't it? Something we just casually toss in a salad is actually, like you said, doing some heavy lifting inside. So putting all that together, what does this mean for you listening right now? Our sources laid out 6 pretty incredible, evidence-backed ways arugula can support your health, going way beyond just taste.
It's an impressive list, yeah. And you can trace each benefit right back to those nutrients and compounds we were just talking about. Okay, first up, arugula strongly supports bone health. This is mainly down to its fantastic vitamin K content. Lots of people think calcium, calcium, calcium for bones, which is true, but vitamin K plays this really critical, often overlooked role. It helps with bone mineralization, keeping density up. Getting enough vitamin K, like from even a bit of arugula regularly, could significantly help lower the risk of osteoporosis as we get older. Makes bones more resilient.
Okay, bone health. Got it. What's next?
Second, it's a great immune booster. It's rich in vitamin C, which is, famous for supporting the immune system, helping fight off bugs. But vitamin C does more. It helps with collagen production, super important for healthy skin, but also for connective tissues everywhere in your body.
Right.
And what we touched on, it's another antioxidant, fighting free radical damage.
Just helps build overall resilience.
Right, immunity and skin. That makes sense with vitamin C. Third, arugula aids digestion. Now, the fiber per cup might seem modest, zero point 0.3 grams, but it adds up and definitely contributes to healthy digestion. Fiber keeps things moving, promotes regularity, and it's crucial for feeding your gut microbiome those good bacteria. A happy gut is fundamental for overall well-being, really. Affects everything.
Yeah, the gut connection is huge.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4.
Fourth, it promotes heart health. This is where those phytochemicals like the nitrates and polyphenols we mentioned really come back into play. Our sources specifically highlighted how these compounds can help improve blood vessel function. They help arteries relax and widen, which can in turn help lower blood pressure. Plus, they help reduce that systemic inflammation. All of that is just absolutely critical for good cardiovascular health, keeping your heart working well.
Better blood flow, lower pressure, less inflammation. Sounds good for the heart. And number 5.
Fifth is supporting eye health. This is something a lot of us worry about, right? Especially with screens everywhere. The sources pointed to as carotenoids, especially lutein and beta-carotene. Think of these like internal sunglasses. They help filter harmful blue light and protect against things like age-related macular degeneration or AMD, which really impacts vision later in life.
Yeah.
So yeah, a handful of arugula is like a little protective boost for your eyes.
Internal sunglasses. I like that analogy. Okay, and the last one, number 6.
And finally, sixth, arugula offers significant detoxifying properties. We mentioned glucosinolates earlier for the peppery taste. Well, this is their other major job. They actively support the body's natural detox processes, especially liver function. By helping activate those key detox enzymes, arugula helps your system cleanse itself more effectively. It assists in neutralizing and getting rid of harmful stuff we encounter every day.
Wow, okay, that's a lot for one leafy green. Pretty profound, isn't it? It definitely makes you look at that little leaf differently. But, okay, this raises the obvious question. If it's doing all this amazing stuff, how do we actually get more of it into our lives? Beyond just, sprinkling it on a salad.
Yeah, and that's the great part.
Our deep dive really showed how incredibly versatile arugula is in the kitchen. That bold flavor. It works in so many more places than just salads. Though it is great in salads, obviously, especially mixed with milder greens for balance.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you can get creative, like tossing a handful into your morning smoothie apparently gives it a surprising peppery kick. That sounds interesting. We also saw it's great as a fresh topping, like on pasta or pizza. Add it right at the very end so it keeps its flavor and doesn't wilt too much. Or stirring it into hot soups just before you serve them adds this lively, slightly bitter note. And maybe the most intriguing for me, using it in pesto instead of basil. A really zesty twist.
And I think the key takeaway there is that you don't need to completely change your diet or learn complex recipes. It's often just finding small ways to add it to meals you already make. Use that distinct flavor to boost things, and you get the health benefits too. It's kind of an easy win.
Definitely. And to show just how easy and tasty this can be, we pulled out a few specific recipes from the sources we looked at. Now, we know preferences vary, so we found some great options. For instance, there was an arugula and avocado salad, but we've got a variation here tailored for you listeners. Totally shrimp and avocado free, just pure veggie goodness. So for this arugula and cucumber salad version, you'll need about 2 cups of fresh arugula, 1 cucumber sliced thin, maybe half a cup of cherry tomatoes cut in half. And for crunch, about 1/4 cup of walnuts or maybe sunflower seeds. Then the dressing is super simple. 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, and salt and pepper. That's it. You just toss the arugula, cucumber, tomatoes in a bowl. Drizzle the oil and lemon juice, sprinkle the nuts or seeds, season it up, give it a gentle toss. The sources called it refreshing, crunchy, and packed with nutrients. Sounds perfect for a light lunch or side.
Simple, fresh, effective.
Nice.
Exactly. Then there's an arugula pesto. This is brilliant if you have a bigger bunch of arugula. You need about 2 cups of arugula, half a cup of walnuts or pine nuts work too, a couple of garlic cloves, half a cup of grated Parmesan or nutritional yeast if you want it dairy-free, then half a cup of good extra virgin olive oil, juice of half a lemon, and some sea salt. You just whiz the arugula, nuts, garlic, and cheese or yeast in a food processor first, then stream in the olive oil and lemon juice slowly while it's running until it's nice and smooth.
Classic pesto method.
Right. Store it in a jar. Great on pasta, obviously, but also sandwiches or drizzled over roasted vegetables. Really versatile.
That sounds delicious. A nice change from basil.
And then, for the really adventurous, we found an arugula detox smoothie. I admit I did a double take. Arugula in a smoothie.
Yeah, it sounds a bit out there.
The ingredients are 1 cup fresh arugula, 1 cup pineapple chunks, okay, that helps 1 banana, 1 cup coconut water, and about 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger. Just blend it all till smooth, serve it chilled. The description was sweet, tangy, and peppery for a refreshing morning boost. It's definitely a unique way to get those glucosinolates first thing.
That smoothie. Yeah, that sounds like a fascinating way to get a really concentrated dose of those benefits, especially the detoxifying ones we talked about. It just shows how adaptable arugula is if you think outside the box or the salad bowl.
Totally. And speaking of outside the box, it gets even more surprising. Arugula in a smoothie, okay. But a face mask. Did I read that right? Our sources really went there.
You did. Yes, beyond the kitchen, arugula's nutrient profile actually lends itself to some simple but apparently effective home remedies. It
Yeah.
really speaks to its versatility and maybe how, historically people use plants in all sorts of ways.
Okay, tell me about this face mask.
All right, so you can make an arugula skin glow face mask. The idea is that the vitamin C and antioxidants help brighten the skin, fight dullness, make tired skin look refreshed. To make it, you apparently take about a handful of fresh arugula, blend it into a smooth paste, then mix that paste with about a tablespoon of honey, which is great for hydration, and a teaspoon of lemon juice for a bit of natural brightening. You put that paste on clean skin, leave it for 10, maybe 15 minutes, then just rinse it off. Simple, natural skin boost.
Huh. Interesting. And there was something for hair, too.
Yes, an arugula hair rinse for shine. The thinking here is the minerals in arugula might help strengthen hair follicles, add shine, nourish the scalp. For this one, you need about a cup of fresh arugula and 2 cups of water. You boil the water, add the arugula, let it simmer gently for about 10 minutes. Then you strain out the leaves, let the liquid cool down completely, and after you shampoo your hair, you use this cooled liquid as a final rinse. Just pour it over. It's supposed to add a nice natural luster and be good for the scalp.
Wow. Okay, from boosting bones and immunity, detoxing your system, adding flavor to dinner, all the way to making your skin glow and hair shine. Arugula really is a powerhouse. It's so much more than just some fancy salad green. It feels like this centuries-old wellness secret hiding right there in the produce aisle, with benefits for pretty much your whole body, inside and out.
Absolutely. And if you zoom out, look at the bigger picture. It really underscores something important, I think. That often these humble everyday ingredients hold these incredible multifaceted secrets for our well-being. This deep dive into arugula is just such a powerful reminder. Simple, natural foods, when you really understand them, can have this profound, wide-ranging impact on our health across so many different systems in the body. We sometimes chase after exotic superfoods, but maybe sometimes the most potent ones are right here, just waiting for us to, well, really see them.
That's a great point. So we really hope this encourages you listening to maybe think about how you could bring a bit more arugula into your life. Perhaps you'll try one of those recipes, maybe even the smoothie. Or, hey, maybe you'll experiment with a DIY remedy. It's a chance to kind of engage with your food and maybe even your beauty routine in a slightly different way. So next time you see a delicate leaf of arugula, maybe pause for a second. Consider not just its peppery taste, but the, centuries of wellness knowledge and that incredible array of benefits it's secretly carrying. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it, what other simple foods out there might be hiding such profound power, just waiting for us to take a deeper dive? That's all for this deep dive. We look forward to exploring more with you next time.